Greetings, it's Negro Titian, and I want to talk to y'all today about how I work this Palo Mayombe work with Chola for a client for a client to attract love. Uh, Attracting love is much better to me than the actual love spell to try to make somebody who don't want to be with you. Um, Attracting love is also cheaper. The work is actually cheaper to do than actually trying to work some uh, spell to break the guy that your woman that you're into up from her current boyfriend so she can come back to you and all that. Like those are very doable and it's not a problem doing those. But I always like to do works um, that are always in alignment with nature. So what I like to do is I like to perform a full spiritual reading on a person um, so I can find out what is blocking them from these type of blessings from manifesting in their life. I like to check their egun to see if there are any ancestral, or is there any ancestral karma that needs to be dealt with, which may be blocking them from love and stuff like that in their life, generational curses and things of that nature. I check for all of these type of things during the consultation. Um, and then once I have ascertained the information as to what's blocking the person from love, if there are any spirits that are preventing this particular person from finding a partner or to finding from getting married and stuff like that, then I proceed with the work. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll even do work with the individuals at Goon so that their ancestors are in alignment and in agreement with their uh, finding happiness in the love department. And then after working with the Eguns, I will usually go and work to open up all of the roads to remove any obstacles that are preventing them from meeting the person that's right for them. And then, of course, there's an Ebo that can be done to Oshun. And then there's also a trabajo that can be performed with Chola to help attract love. And the ones with Chola seem to work a lot faster. When we perform a work with Chola, usually it can be as simple as a candle work and a sacrifice given to Chola that will allow the individual to attract love. By appeasing a person's egun and working with Chola usually makes for the best attraction work because your egun are going to naturally look out for you. They're going to help you attract a person that you can have that you can be financially stable with, a person that you can have children with, that you can start a family with, because the Egun, they're in the best interest of making sure that you keep the bloodline going. Okay, this is why I like to work with Egun when doing love work in the sense of attraction, because the Egun are going to find the right person for you. They're going to find a person that's going to help you to manifest all of the things that you're trying to manifest in this particular life in regards to love and marriage and so forth. And then Chola is going to pretty much back up the Egun in their journey as well. We will also work with spirits like Madre de Agua for people who are looking to attract a family, who want to attract love in a sense. If they want a family, they want to build a family, they're tired of being alone. They want a husband, they want a wife, they want children, and things like that. So we'll also work with Madre de Agua in situations of love when it comes to a person wanting to establish a family. Um, Finding a husband, a strong husband or wife, is not a difficult task for Chola. Once the necessary works are put into place, Chola will definitely begin working by sending you a multitude of people. I noticed that that's the way she likes to work at attraction. She just starts sending people at you, sending people at you, sending people at you. You're like, man, all these people are trying to holler at me. All these people trying to, reconnect. Man, old boyfriends and girlfriends may start reconnecting with you. You know what I mean? Old flame Chola just goes out there and she's like, look, she looking for love for you. So anybody that got energy or feelings of love for you, she's gonna go out and try to bring them into your life, and then she's gonna make it known who the correct one is, who the one that you need to be, um, that you need to be building with and you need to be working with. She's gonna let you know. You may go and entertain maybe three dudes, you know what I mean, before you find number four who's perfect. And that's the one that you ended up being in a long lasting relationship with and stuff like that. A lot of times after people do the love attraction work, then they'll come back and they'll get a spiritual binding where they'll actually ask me to spiritually bind them to this person so that no witchcraft can break them up. Because as we know out here in the world, more and more people are practicing black magic and sorcery. And a lot of people, women specifically, be wanting to break dudes up so they can steal them for themselves. And I don't really see a lot of dudes doing that. I don't see a lot of guys paying for work to break a chick up that was never his so he could steal her for himself. But women, they be doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because they may work with the guy, you know what I mean? And he may smile at her at work and she think he handsome, or they may have some good conversation. He may talk about being married, but in her mind she want him for herself. So she call up the voodoo man and tell the voodoo man whatever her story is and how she want this dude for herself, and they do work like that. Trust me, I get those type of calls. Um Meanwhile, this man got a whole wife at home who ain't did nothing to her, but she want to steal this. She want to steal this man away. You know what I mean? I had a client that was dealing with an issue like that right now that I'm working with, where a woman. Well, it was really the dude's fault because dudes be weak and then they go out and cheat, and then when they go out and cheat, then the woman be like, "Well, shit, I gave you my pussy, so I want you for myself now. You're gonna have to leave your wife." And that's what they're saying in their head, but they're not necessarily telling the man this. But behind the scenes, they calling people like me and other workers out here to get that type of work done. When the best thing for people like that to do is don't deal with married men and do work to attract your own love into your life and find out why you can't have a man of your own instead of trying to steal somebody else's. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to steal somebody else's because you enjoy their sex, because they stepped out on their wife or whatever, and you enjoy their sex, you enjoy them, but yet they are with somebody else. And to me, both parties are wrong. Even the man is wrong for stepping out on the wife if he's committed to a monogamous relationship. I feel like the man is wrong for stepping out on the wife and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because he's opening up the door for that type of negativity to come into his marriage, into his life. I feel like if he did not want, if he felt like he was, going to step out on her, and if he felt like he could be tempted, then he shouldn't have never been married. Should have been poly or stay single or something like that. You know what I mean? But it happens. It happens, and we know it happens. So I encourage people to basically get an attraction work done to attract love. Get a come to me to attract love to you. We do a lot of those works over here. A lot of those come to me works are very, very, very strong because, for one, they're in alignment with nature. They're in alignment with nature, so there's no karma. There's nothing to deal with. You know what I mean? You put the work in place, you set it, you forget it, you go out about your life, you do what it is that you need to do. You go out, you just move around, and you never know. You might be thinking like you need to put on a freakum dress and go to the club, and you're going to find you a man at the club. You don't want no man that you find at the club. You know what I'm saying? You want to find a guy grocery shopping. You want to find a guy, that's grocery shopping. You want to find a guy that, shit, at church. You know what I mean? For some instances, you know what I mean? But the club, no. Anywhere but the club. Walking in the park, anywhere at the club. And definitely be careful trying to attract people on social media. You know what I mean? Like, when I do a love attraction work for people, I try to tell them to go out into the world and connect with the earth and connect with the energy of the earth and connect with the people You know what I mean? Don't go searching on dating sites. Don't do an attraction love spell and then go on a dating site, because then you're gonna get a lot of weirdos before you actually come across that individual who may be serious. But usually when you go out into the world and you connect with people in the world, you can really feel their energy and pick up on their energy immediately. You don't really have to second guess or question, what they own. You can kind of pick up on the type of person. You get a chance to look at his shoes. You get a chance to see how he dressed. You get a chance to see how he carry himself, what kind of car he drive. You get a better look at the person. When you're on the dating site, it's like, yeah, the profile picture looked nice, but when I went to go see this dude, it was like, oh my God, like, you know what I mean? So don't put yourself through all of that when you want to do a come to me spell to attract love. I always suggest you can if you want, if you feel like dealing with that, or you don't have the time to go out. But we all go out every day, even just going to the store. You know what I mean? You can meet somebody. You know what I mean? You might see somebody that's attractive, who you may give him the eye. He give you the eye back, and then y'all spark up a conversation, and there you go. Next thing you know, y'all married with kids. But the dating sites can be really kind of iffy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be careful with the dating sites when doing attraction work, and try to go out and connect. Go out and connect to nature and connect to the world more. But that's pretty much all I got to say about attraction work or come to me work. And as always, do your boy a favor, like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Like this video, subscribe to this particular channel, and you can click the link in the description of the video if you want to read the blog. I think we give in that particular article some information on how you can do your own attraction love spell or something like that. I think so. And then definitely, if you are interested in getting a come to me or love attraction work done, definitely go and click the link in the description of this video and book a 30-minute consultation with me, and we will discuss what we need to do to or you can book the 1 hour session too. Because if you really, now I would suggest book the 1 hour session. Book the 1 hour session only because I want to look completely into your situation and see if there's anything going on that you need to deal with that may be blocking you from actually manifesting the type of love life that you want for yourself. Like I said, it could be egg wounds. It could be some things that you may owe to spirits that you don't even know you owe to spirits. It can be some things that you need to do initiatory wise. You know what I mean? You may need to get initiated into one of the traditions, stuff like that. So I like to do the full workup on a person when I'm tailoring a specific work like that for them. So book the 1 hour if you're really interested and serious about getting an attraction work done, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam.